Hey man, let's jump right into it. This is insane, RJ. Diddy is now suing NBC for $100 million over the documentary that he says is filled with lies. The documentary, Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy, aired on Peacock and NBC Universal earlier this year. We covered it shortly. According to Diddy, it accuses him of deleting Kim Porter, the mama of his own children. Fair use.
Over documentary that he says falsely paints him as a serial. The documentary premiered last month on Peacock, and his lawyers say it's full of outrageous lies meant to boost ratings. Combs, who's currently in jail awaiting trial on charges, is now seeking at least $100 million in damages. NBC has not responded to the lawsuit, and Combs maintains he is not guilty. His trial is set to start in May.
Yeah, man. And that's not
Diddy,
the documentary also ties him with a lot of other stuff. Daddy is, according to him, innocent, and this is reckless fake news. RJ.
I find it very, very weird when I see that the amount of documentaries that are coming out, and this is not the first time, when there's like a court case that the documentary comes out prior to a case, or when a case is ongoing, as if it's like 100% the truth. And I always think to myself, it's a big risk that these companies and these production companies take by deciding to produce a documentary without there being like hard evidence, in the sense that, like, a court case or a recording or something clear. But before we proceed, guys, thank you for tuning in. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button, follow us on our other socials, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification icon as well if you haven't done so already. But yeah, KR, I think but maybe that's the lawyer in me. I take risks, or at least I'm very hesitant in taking risks, especially risks like that. It's always like an analysis of what you should do before you do it. Did you think it through, and so on and so forth. But hey, 100 million. We've seen this number before.
Are you talking about the playmaker?
The playmaker. And there was another one as well. I don't recall if it was Flowrider, but it's like a symbolic number that people always throw in the air when they sue someone, and then they end up settling for less.
Yeah. So for those who don't know who the playmaker is, that's Michael Irving. We covered that. I think it's like 2 years ago already. We covered that quite extensively, where he was accused of doing something to a woman, and the video showed clearly that he didn't. And at the end, they settled. But let's go back. Yes, sir. Diddy is suing NBC Universal and Peacock for defamation, claiming the documentary is falsely accusing him of heinous crimes, specifically the deletion of Kim Porter. Now, for those who don't know, Kim Porter tragically passed away in 2018 from what the LA coroner ruled as a natural cause. Pheno- Phenomia? I don't know. Whatever it is. Something had to do with her lungs. But conspiracy theories were for years that her death was very suspicious. This documentary went all in on those theories, and Diddy's legal team says NBC recklessly pushed these wild claims using people like L.B. Shore, Kim Porter's ex, he was her ex, as key voice, despite zero evidence backing up these allegations. And if that wasn't all or enough, the documentary also tries to connect Diddy to the passings of Notorious B.I.G., Heavy D, and Andre Harrell. Of course, Diddy is fuming. He says this has nothing but baseless slander meant to destroy his name and character. RJ.
Again, a lot of these rumors existed for years. Years, KR.
They
But
put it
why
on
are they
wax.
what?
They put it on wax. That's why.
Yeah, and I asked myself, why would they, again, without proof, without solid proof, why would you take this risk? Wait until the at least some of the cases are over and before you produce and publish documentaries relating to the man.
You know what's even crazier? Diddy's lawyers arguing that it completely disregards the coroner's report, which is obviously, and Diddy's legal team warned NBC months before the documentary aired that these claims were all false. NBC aired it anyway. The question is, can he hit back? I mean, we talked Monday on the, let's call it a small W, by the dismissal of one of the cases, the legal the lawsuit that was filed about a female that claims that she was trafficked and went to and VMAs, 2000 VMAs. She went to a a mansion where she got, well, what she said was Diddy and Jay-Z were involved. It was dismissed. Her own lawyer filed for for a dismissal. Now we have the 100 million. I mean, 2 and 1. Is Diddy gonna get a WRJ? Is this a W in the making? Let's put it this way. Is he going to make the money off of this lawsuit to finance all the other lawsuits?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, it's called pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Okay.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yes.
I think that so let me just say, disclaimer, I didn't watch the documentary. To be honest, I ain't interested in watching anything relating to Diddy, no documentaries, etc. Nothing until the trial ends. I just want to know whether it's so you want to. So I'm an attorney. I don't practice in the States, but I am an attorney. I'm more interested in the lawsuit than I am in a documentary, to be honest. Because we know, KR, you know how some people take documentaries for fact, right? If it's
Oh,
called
wait.
a documentary, then it has to be true. And it's not. It's just someone's interpretation of a certain situation. I'm more
Yep.
interested in watching in following the court case. Now, as to your question, as far as I know, there are no proof that links Diddy to the BIG, Heavy D, or Andre Harrell. The rumors were always there. Kim Porter as well. Rumors were there. Is it true or not? I don't know. And I don't know how this, guys, let me know if you've watched it. Please let us know down below. How did they what angle did they take in the documentary? Was it like a what if, like speculation, or are they talking as if it's the truth? I don't know.
I
But
would guess RJ, because they also have a uh, 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 a law department, a couple of lawyers, internal lawyers working there. So I would guess that they have probably passed this to the lawyers. Not saying that they are good lawyers, but I would guess that if they give approval, that it's still within the margin of let's call it a overview of all the things that are being said out there.
I'm okay with that.
Inside look, because they marketed it as an inside look at Diddy's life. but it also heavily leaned on the darkest accusations against him. So it's like a really thin line right there, where you're heading towards almost slander, but not sure.
But then it's more like what people are seeing, and then if it's from that angle, that's what I'm saying. If they took the angle of what people are seeing, then I don't see that they really have a case. Versus if they're talking about it as if it's the truth.
Hmm.
So I guess in order to answer that question, I would need to watch the the documentary. So you tell me, is it really worth it? Then I might look at it. But it's a documentary, man. It's a documentary.
For those who don't know, documentaries is in R&D. It's a thin line because there is document. Well, by the way, I want to do a show about that. There is a documentary out there that's called Victim slash Suspect on Netflix, where it covers a female that claimed that a couple of guys, it's a real story, a couple of football players, she claimed that they did something against her will. Come to find out, they didn't, and she got, I think, maybe 18 months. She admitted of not telling the truth in court, RJ. Turned around and worked with the documentary maker to create the documentary, saying that it all happened. That is slander, RJ. Because you admitted in court that it didn't happen. You turn around and say, hey, I was lying. Well, by the way, basically it would mean that she changed her story 3 times. But okay, whatever. So maybe we can. I mean, there are documentaries out there that are not the truth. It was clear if you look at the court documents that it didn't make any sense. So
Yeah,
documentaries are not end all be all.
yeah.
It's just a documentaries. Don't forget, documentaries are created also for entertainment purposes, and it's just a narrative cramped up with whatever, let's call it, evidence that could go with that narrative. So if they want to prove that KaiR is a bum, they'll first of all cut out the bottom part of this show and say he's inverse balling in his mama's basement. And then they try to find his mama's basement, or they find somewhere he used to live, and then interview the neighbor. And they won't ask is KaiR a good person? Nah, is he a bum? Has he been living with his mom? And they'll confirm, yes, he's been living for the last 40 years with his mom,
Yeah.
or 20 years, or 15 years. I don't know. I can't even count anymore. But they will try to create whatever narrative there is out there. It is what it is, man. But it's going to be very interesting because, of course, you're dealing here with a lawsuit that can, and the lawsuit is mainly focused, RJ, on the claims that he deleted his his um, his former other half, Kim Porter.
Yeah.
And on that, if you're, and that's the problem where you have the rumors versus the real coroner's examination documents, right? You basically are fighting an uphill battle as the accuser of defamation in that case, because you're saying that even if you're just spreading more rumors, RJ, let's be honest, they are spreading more rumors, even though the coroner is there. Who knows what happened? But you're out here spreading rumors, putting my name, even dragging it even more through the mud, acting like if it's real. I mean, hey, I think they say, right, if it's only worth a defamation case, it's only defamation if people start believing that it's true, right? And would you say, RJ, with what you already said, if people watch documentaries, they start believing documentaries are true. Would that be a point?
Would it be what?
A point that you can say, hey, they created a documentary out of a rumor, and people usually watch documentaries and start believing it like it's the Holy Bible. And now they believe that I deleted her. And
Yeah.
before you know it, they're out there claiming that they are fighting for to take down Kony. And Kony was under the ground for more than 10 years.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Yeah, yeah.
That was a
But,
that was a crazy time, by the way. For
but
those who don't know,
yeah.
that Kony stuff.
So that's why I'm saying that everything depends on the way that the documentary is. So the narrative of the documentary. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Maybe we should watch it. Maybe we should watch it and then have to find it first.
Yeah.
Does anyone have the link to it?
Yeah.
Let
please
us
send
know.
us a link,
Put
yeah.
it in the
And-
DMs in the Instagram. Don't put it
Yeah.
down here.
And if you watch us, let us know as well what you think about it. So we've been covering Diddy's law cases, all the other lawsuits. This is a new one, of course, but there's very peculiar because this is one that Diddy
This is
started.
the other side. That is clapping back.
Yeah, the other ones were started against him. So this is like a bit different. But I think
That is
that
getting focused.
But if you have to watch it, please let us know in the comment section. What did you think of it? Is it realistic or is it only speculation? How was the narrative? Please let us know.
Another thing as well, right? This was the first documentary that was released on Diddy. There are multiple down the line in the pipeline that will be released. You have an NBC, not an NBC one. You have the Netflix one that's in the making with 50 Cent as the producer. You also have the one by let's see if I can find it real quick. HBO. I think I saw on HBO Max that they were promoting it. It's either coming or it's already been released. So is this also a way to warn them? I mean, there's a lot of ways you can angle this one, right?
Yeah, that's a good one because you want to make an example just so people know, hey, but it can also go the other way, right? So you
Yeah.
can two ways.
Take
Either
a L.
they take a L, in which case other companies will say, okay, then we'll do it for sure. Or he might win, but of course every decision must be substantiated and motivated. So then the other companies would just need to look at what the things are that made this, so what the components are of the current documentary that made it unlawful, and just make sure that they avoid those mistakes.
By the way, the HBO one is already out.
All right.
I'm just checking it right now. It's already out. The Fall of Diddy. So that one I can watch because that's what I'm subscribed to. I'm subscribed to Peacock. Peacock, if you want us to check it out, send us some bread. We'll review it. We'll say if it's defamation or not. And we can give you green light.
Yeah.
Or not. I'm just kidding. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Is Diddy being unfairly targeted by the media, or is this just karma catching up? Should NBC be held accountable for airing this documentary? And do you believe Diddy has any connections to the deletion of Kim Porter? Let us know in the comments. Of course, we'll be covering one of the best comments in our future videos. RJ.
Yes, we will be highlighting the best comments. So if you have a hot take, do not hesitate to let us know. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates here on the Double Touch Show. We discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. So thank you for your support. Remember to share the video, engage with us. And the best comment, as I said, as KaiR said, will get mentioned in a future show. So if you have a hot take, do not keep it to yourself. Share it with the rest.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The second topic of today, also a former hip hop CEO, Russell Simmons. This is another wild story, RJ. Because this is even crazier than the previous one. Hip hop mogul Russell Simmons, the same man who co founded Def Jam Records and who has built an empire, just walked away from a crazy lawsuit without even a scratch on his name. But not because he wasn't able to prove his innocence. The case was thrown out because apparently there is a legal loophole. He argued that he is stateless because he lives in Indonesia. Fair use.
Russell Simmons' move to Indonesia helps him win legal battle. Russell Simmons' relocation to Indonesia leads to a major legal victory in court. A judge dismissed a lawsuit against Simmons due to his residency in Indonesia. Simmons is considered a stateless American citizen. A stateless American citizen is a paradox, as it refers to someone who was a U.S. citizen but lost or renounced their citizenship without gaining another. That influenced the court's decision. Living in Indonesia benefits Simmons beyond yoga and beachfront villas, impacting legal outcomes. Do you think Russell Simmons will return to America?
Yes, RJ. So the judge dismissed this lawsuit because US courts are legally not able to prosecute him. Is this a brilliant legal move or a blatant loophole to judge Dutch justice? RJ,
I think it's
take it away.
so. First and foremost, I need to watch. I want to be careful I want to be careful how I formulate what I want to say. It's the best thing that he could have done in his position because what he's being accused of is very atrocious. It's clear why he went to Indonesia as well, right? But the fact that he renounced his nationality, it's also says something about what he's being accused of. So because it's almost like preventive, right? So like a preventive measure you take in order to avoid negative consequences. And so, but it also means that other people can also do it. Now, if you renounce your US nationality or citizenship, was it the nationality or the nationality, I guess, right?
Citizenship. Thank you,
Citizenship. So if you
Citizenship.
renounce it, I mean, there are a lot of benefits of having a US citizenship. A lot of people every year lose their
Stateless.
lives because they want to get to the States and get the US citizenship. They also want to enjoy the perks of being a US citizen, like opportunities for entrepreneurship, a better life, more alternatives, high medical bills. People drown to get there. So I don't think someone will do it willy-nilly, but if this is a loophole, then others, maybe it's not the first, but others may follow. And that is a risk, I would say. On the other hand, give it enough years and all the criminals wouldn't be America. So yeah. You can deport them. Your thoughts?
My thoughts is we want subs.
But that's what I was about to say, KR.
Ah,
But
okay,
you were
okay.
laughing, and I thought you had a comment to me. That's always on the second
I had
segment.
a comment. I gave my comment, right? That's a comment. I want subs.
All right, let me see. Oh, I saw the comment.
Guys,
Like,
for
subscribe,
those who
hit the
don't
bell
know,
icon for more updates. Remember to subscribe if you haven't done so. And you
for those
really
who don't
commented.
know, we can
You really
we can.
commented.
Yes, I've sent them like 3 or 4 messages.
Five.
Like,
I'm
hey,
counting
the
five.
transition, the transition, the
I'm counting
transition.
5. Yeah. In 2
Anyway,
minutes.
yeah.
Right.
True. Yeah. I mean, guys, but let's go back. Let's go back. I hope you could hear that the rewind. Well, you could hear it. So Jane Doe filed this lawsuit against Russell, claiming she was assaulted. She took her case to federal court, arguing that she lives in Cali and Simmons lives in New York. The court had jurisdiction. Sounds reasonable? Maybe, maybe not. Well, Simmons' legal team flipped the script, claiming that he doesn't actually live in any US state. Instead, he's been living in Bali, Indonesia for years. And because of federal courts require both parties to be in different US states for this type of case, the judge agreed with Simmons, ruling that the court had no authority to hear the case.
In spirit of jurisdictional matter.
Yep. People have been saying for years that Russell was the smartest of them all by moving out to Bali. I think I mean, you already alluded to that when you started talking. Because not only did he move out, but he made sure that he's not, in any case, affiliated a U.S. resident. So he did his research. There ain't no other way that you'd make this move, RJ. He probably also moved majority of his accounts to overseas. The money he has, he sold everything, doesn't own anything in America, so you cannot take anything. And the crazy stuff, he was quite open about leaving the US, moving to Indonesia, starting new, starting his yoga retreat. I mean, not treaty, retreat. By chance, it also has to be. It also is a country. Indonesia is also a country who doesn't have an extradition treaty. So that's triple whammy.
Yeah. And to live in Bali, I think it's in Bali as well, right? Bali, Indonesia.
Bali, Indonesia, yeah.
To live in Bali is also not a bad life, you know? Everything's cheaper. He has money, but his money, he can buy way more with what he has. And he has his own business, or the retreat. I mean, he has, from his point of view, from his position, he made the right move to not risk going to court and so on and so forth. That being said, you can still argue that justice, which is a word that I don't like, because as I always say, justice means different things for different people. But justice, this is a loophole that causes justice, that results in justice not being able to get served. And the question is, would you like to, do you want to live in a society like that? Is that what you want? Is that what we want? Now, I have to say, I've seen interviews of him, of Russell, and the interview itself is a pretty, if you don't know his past, you would think that he's a very zen and peaceful guy. And I think he is. I think he has a past. He's a zen guy. I think he's a man with a lot of wisdom. I think he's a very smart man. He's a wise man. But I also think that there are a lot of evidence, or at least, I don't know, evidence that seems to suggest that he did some wrongdoings as well. So you can be both. Two things can be right at the same time.
I mean, I think people change as well throughout the years.
Yes.
You could be a crazy man in the early, well, crazy. You can do crazy things, party hard, and then realize that the way you partied might not have been the best way to party. So I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
that's true.
And I do think that people can change. People make mistakes indeed. So, and one thing is not shouldn't determine, let's say, doesn't determine who you are, but at the same time, you did it, or at least it seems like you did it, and other people did it in the past. Other people did it in the past and are doing it, and they went to jail or will go to jail for it, and you won't.
Yeah, so that's why I said repent.
Yes, repent. Yeah, repent. Yeah, repent. So, yeah.
Or endure. Which one? Which one do you want? Tell me, boy. Now, all jokes aside, it's crazy, right? It seems like it looks like he will avoid everything now. I mean, like, it's just like Diddy. These rumors have been going on for a long time. His wife, his former wife, mother of his children, he met her when she was 16 and he was 30 something from what I can recall. I mean, yeah, it's a crazy story. At the end of the day, RJ, I do think that people have to. Some people, at the end of the day, they'll have to answer to their own consciousness. Some people don't have that. That is also true. But if it's true, I guess we'll never know if this is true or not. That's the thing. And like you said, some people have sit down for this, had to do their time, or were sued and got cleaned out for actually doing it was proof that they did what they did. And maybe you said it. I mean, he dodged it by moving out, and we'll never know.
But it's a big sacrifice because he won't go to the States most likely.
Nope.
And if he's smart, he won't go to any other country.
Is it a big sacrifice, RJ? But is it a big sacrifice?
I think so.
Not paying 8 million, 20 million, or sitting down in jail?
Well, he basically turned his back, right? So his whole family is still in the States.
Yeah.
They're a crazy
family. They can visit him.
They can visit him if they want. The mom and the what?
They can visit him if they want to at all times.
But are they though? Because they have like with one of the kids and the mom, he had like a bad relation, right? Bad relationship.
Yeah. He doesn't have a good relationship with the mom anymore. They also fleeced him out of money, but okay, that's
exactly.
They fleeced him out of money. Apparently, from the lawsuit that I've seen, he sued her and her current boyfriend, who's in jail, for fraud, allegedly, from what I understand. And in the lawsuit, he's claiming that they used his money, his part of the share of a company,
Yeah.
to do whatever they did. So yeah, it's a hey man. Sometimes people avoid whatever they had coming. Time will tell, man. Time will tell. But it seems like people. I don't. You know what I think is really remarkable about this, and now we can close this segment. You
What?
can maybe chime in after. People have been saying he was the smartest one of all of these hip hop guys to move out. I understood that there wasn't a treaty between Bali and Indonesia. Sorry, Indonesia and America. But I didn't see this coming. That even a simple lawsuit where they are claiming they're suing him for whatever he did, they couldn't even get that off the ground. I mean, extradition is something different than a simple lawsuit. It's totally different. There you cannot compare the two. So I was like, okay, I didn't expect an extradition, but I was expecting maybe a lawsuit where they will sue him, he will lose, and they will take whatever asset. I totally forgot that. Of course, maybe he sold all his assets in the U.S., so you cannot get anything anyway. But it's crazy. It's crazy. I think, in the end of the day,
I mean,
he outsmarted
if he,
everyone.
if he was smart enough to renounce his citizenship and move to Bali and do all those things, and he probably that was part of the master plan, right? So there's
Yeah.
not gonna be anything else for you to get. They tried it. Hey, they didn't get it. It is what it is.
I guess checkmate.
I guess so. Yeah.
Guys, let us know what
But
you
as
think about this whole
you said, you
situation.
can't outrun your consciousness if he has one.
Yeah. Time will tell. Time will tell. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Did Russell Simmons just outsmart the system, or is he just running from accountability? Should US laws change to prevent cases like this from happening or being thrown out? Do you think more celebs will try to use this loophole in the future? And also, last but not least, was Diddy not smart enough to take the Russell Simmons route when he had the chance? Guys, drop your comments down below. We will be picking the best comments to feature in one of our future videos. Make sure you share your hottest take, RJ.
Yes, guys. Yes, yes. Remember to share your hottest take with us so you get a chance to get mentioned in a future show. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates here on the Double Thought Show. We discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from complex situations. So, if you have a hot take, do not hesitate to share it with us. Engage with us. We like to hear from you. We really appreciate your support. KR, what's next?
Mhm. Your thoughts, comment of the week. Hey, man, comment of the week. Comment of the week goes to someone who responded to our Tiffany breakdown. Can you see it? Yes, it's here. It's the shocking findings from Lori Lightfoot's investigation. Pretty well, okay, watched 300 views. It's not that big, but still growing. It's quite a new video. But someone, Roshan West, maybe it's family of Kanye, who knows? He thought it was a good idea to respond and say, Tatters. And our beloved intern decided to respond by saying, How's life been treating you? It sounds like you've been dealing with a lot of frustrations. The words people use often reveal their state of mind and how miserable they are. They might be at that moment. Wishing you all the best. Sad that our intern had to see this.
Yeah.
RJ!
Yes, we should talk to the intern. He deserves a raise. I think that the
For sticking it up. Oh, pause.
hey, if you want to be a
That
crab
will
with a crab mentality, do you, bro, Sean West? But hey, that's what it is, right? It's you're this, you're that, you're phobe, you're this. It's I mean, come on. If you have something to say, please substantiate it, share with us, so we can learn. And if that's
we
what
don't
what
mind.
you're gonna say,
Yeah.
I
Think
mean,
we
you might
don't
as well
mind.
not. I mean, no one cares, man. It's just yeah, go. He's probably in a day he posts like 3 or 4 of those types of comments, and then he feels like he has some power. He feels like he has some power because he did dare to stand up. I mean,
Stand
while
up
at
against
work they
who?
probably
Against
yeah.
who? Stand up against who? Yo, RJ, I think the intern was right saying that that person is probably miserable because, like you said, this is his time to shine. His time to call people something else. Hey, man, all I'll say is this: if that makes you a bit happy, hey, what do you want us to do? If we're tethers, what do you want us to do? Now we're tethers, and now what?
Yeah.
And now what? I'm not mad. You want me to be mad? I'm not mad. Good luck to you in life, man. Sometimes people people dash out a certain energy and then ask themselves why they cannot move forward in life. Maybe it's because the energy you vibrate, your vibrations are low. Seek help.
Yep.
Seek help.
They won't. He won't. He won't.
Hey, man. Hey, good luck, man. Good luck because luck you'll need. I would like to see you more often. Keep posting, keep commenting. You won't receive a weekly response, but hey, if that's your way to deal with your miserable life,
Do you?
yeah, do you, man? Do you? I don't think it will be you're going up from here, but hey, here's what it is. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Don't think we'll respond to more comments about tethers, but
Who
wishing
knows?
you all the luck. The energy you vibrate is also the energy you'll get back in life. Just remember that. If you're miserable, try to solve your problems, not dive in and try to down others. Anyway, anything else from your side, RJ?
Nothing else, brother Tether. Let's go to the next one.
You know, I'm always into the leaning into the shame, right? People try to shame you, like I said in the Malone, in the Malone case, I
Feminine.
told
It's feminine.
you
Remember what
got to
KF used
lean
to
into the shame. If people try to shame you for something, you got to lean into it. Maybe we should start a new channel, call it the Tether Express.
Yeah. You know what the funny
Tether
thing is,
and
KR?
politics.
You know what
Tether
the
and
funny thing?
politics.
You know what the funny thing is, KR? The funny thing is that
Yo, this thing.
Kevin said it right. Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. He was talking about the sign language, shame,
Yeah.
insult, guilt, and the need to be right. Might as well change his name to Sister Sean West.
Sister, hey, sister, let me tell you this, sister. Life can be hard. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is light.
Hey, man, that's it for me. Nothing else to add.
Okay, good. Insults don't fly over here. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think. And yeah, we were picking the best video. The most interesting comment and feature it in a future video. Unless it's an insult like this one.
Maybe
Next
it's a
one of
shout out. I
today.
don't know. Maybe he identifies as a tether too.
Like I said, we need to lean into it. Start a new channel, Tether's Express. That's a wild one. Yeah, start. Hey, we gotta start. That's how these people always promote like these courses, right? How to start a trucking business. Maybe we should start a trucking business. Call it Tether Express, and we ship. We I'm not gonna say what we're shipping. I'm not gonna say what we're shipping. Guys, let's go to the around the internet. Let's go to the around the internet. The first one of today. Can you handle a hot girl? Fair use.
He was.
Oh,
What
wait a
exactly
second.
happened?
Let me
Like,
share
what
my
did he
screen.
do?
Well, he was like in her.
What exactly
Fair use.
happened? Like, what did he do?
Well, he was like in her DM, and then like but what he tried to use, because she's a real estate agent, and he tried to use that as like trying to buy a house and trying to to make a commission, whatever, and he was using that as a way to communicate with her, which I don't mind. I want her to make money, what I mean, but like that led to like him trying to be flirtatious and trying to get at her, and then she's like, "Ain't you Mike's friend?" And he's like, "Oh, we ain't that real." She said, "What she said?" She said he said that we ain't friends like that. Yes, I lost our respect for him. I light his ass up.
You and Ben Simmons, y'all wasn't, just cordial, right? Y'all was actually friends, right?
Yeah, yes. The thing I met when he was a rookie, when he first got to my city, and we hung out plenty of time. I would like fly out to they be playing Utah. I fly out to Utah to see a game, and then and like we all-star, we hung out. We went to Eagles games together. This was my homie. He was.
Yeah, that's messed up, man. So y'all was really friends, and he was trying to get at your girl behind your back. Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
And the thing about it is, I could see. Here's my thing. I could see if he didn't know it was my girl, but I introduced this nigga to my girl, so I could see if he didn't know. But I knew he knew because I introduced you to her, and then she reminded him, because she was like, when she saw him, she was like, Mike, I think he was in my DM. I'm like, oh, you tripping, what I mean? He ain't worm. And then he went and did it again, and that's why I knew, okay, this nigga's trying to do too much.
I think Michael is a respectable man because a lot of people cannot handle having a hot girl and they would crash out. Run up to Ben, try to chin check him. RJ.
Yes, but also don't forget one thing, KR. Don't forget that he has at least one other girlfriend. He is known to not be necessarily monogamous. They have like an open relationship from his end, and so he can sleep around. And so, of course, the relationship isn't only so it's not so you to be in a relationship with someone shouldn't always only be about the intimacy, right? It has to be about other things as well. So I think I don't. It's not like I think that he thinks that his girlfriend is easily or wife, no girl, right? Is easily replaceable. But hey, all I say is this: when Snoop said, "This MF can miss," Well,
Well, Ben misses
in-
all the time.
that's what I'm saying. So in Ben's case, this MF can score.
On and off the court.
Yeah,
Zeros. Isn't he from Australia?
Think,
Oh
yeah.
man. Australia keep taking L's.
Why do you
I
say
heard-
keep taking?
I heard Drake is out there singing songs. White girls are using N-word during songs, and he's closing his eyes. Yo, it
Yeah.
look great. Yo, let me see if I can find it real quick.
No,
RG,
we're
this
good.
is-
We're good. We're good.
this is crazy. He's out here singing, and he knew that the N-word was coming up. And he closed his mouth and closed his eyes and hoped, I think he hoped that they would not use the word. And then they said it, and you could see him like, oh my God. Hey, man. Australia, keep taking L's. Talking about taking L's, the next around the internet, Houston officers were caught doing donuts. Fair use.
Nor did him and Brown think this video
Y'all look at HPD, man. Look, they out here doing donuts, man.
would set off an internet war between him and the Houston Police Officers Union.
Just leave me alone. I don't want no problems.
When Brown first spoke to ABC 13, he said officers were having reckless fun and doing exactly what they told citizens not to do.
We're human. We like to have a good time just like they do.
The police union proceeded to poke fun at Brown for his crack windshield on Facebook and called him a snitch.
He took it a little serious, and then things may have went off the rails a little bit.
The attacks got more personal and included reposted videos of Brown ghost riding his own vehicle.
You can't do what he does in public and then turn around and call out others.
It's really messing with me because y'all posting all my business on social media. It's like y'all doing a lot to me, and y'all really getting me scared, like, because I ain't it was going to go viral like it did.
Nor did him
Imagine having internet beef with your local police. RJ.
That's not the weirdest thing. Yeah. You showed me today. You shared with me today a video about the police in Philly doing the
doing the
tush
tush tush. Yeah. Without the D line in sight.
during the parade, during the parade.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. But hey, man,
You know what's
so many
funnier,
things happen
RJ?
simultaneously. I thought the highlight would be the donuts, but to see him ghost riding is a
Not only that, the police post him ghost riding the whip without doing anything.
yeah.
Because you're not allowed to ghost ride the whip, right? Don't think that's
So you mean without doing anything, without actually
a
taking him
fine
in?
or whatever. They're just strolling. Now he's on TV talking. They're putting out my business. Yo, this is quack.
Yeah, but that means that they don't take him seriously. That's
They don't
that's the
take
only
him
complaint.
seriously. Yeah, yeah. They were just joking around, saying that he's a snitch. It's a crazy thing for police to say he's a snitch, but hey, man, the police doesn't want snitches anymore, guys. It's over. Some people are earn their living being snitches.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's crazy though. It's crazy. Crazy situation. Last one for today. Are people going on the internet and saying goofy stuff? Fair use.
And do you think men should see us in our natural state before they get in a real relationship with us?
Whenever I've heard a man say, let me see what you look like with no makeup. Let me see what you look like without the hair. I feel that that man is telling you that he does not have the money to finance your beauty upkeep. Don't come over here thinking that I'm going to go to Sephora and get you some makeup. So I need to see you without all that because I want to strip you of all that because I ain't got it. When a man says that to you, he wants to strip you of everything. He doesn't want you to have the thought process of maintaining yourself.
And do you think men should see us in our
Should I play that another one or another round? Or that you get it in one listen?
I think I got it. Delusional. Okay. Delusional.
This is crazy. Yeah.
The reason why
This is
men
crazy.
want to see you without makeup is to see whether you really look like that. Has nothing to do with money. The man wants to see who he will sleep next to every single night.
No. Wake up next.
Yeah, both.
You can go sleep with your makeup on, but
Yeah,
it
but then
won't
you wake
stay.
up with the make. Yeah, so it's both.
Yo.
Yeah, I mean, come on,
Anyway,
man. You must be crazy. That's delusional. But I think, KR, people, they believe what they want to believe.
yeah.
And a lot of times they create narratives. And I think women do it more than men. Men do it as well. But you create narratives that will, so you can sleep, well at night. So that is, then you can say the man is not saying that because he can't pay. It's easier for you to sleep at night knowing, or at least thinking, that the man can't afford you versus the man,
You're not worth it.
you're not beautiful.
No, you're not. Yeah, beautiful. You're not worth it.
No, you're not beautiful. You're not as beautiful as you think you are.
Are we
Now I have
talking
a
about the same
question,
stuff?
KR.
Tell me.
What would be
It's a
your
word thing. By the way, RJ, I think it's a word thing because some guys are willing. First of all, some guys don't have the money to do it. Let's start there. So that's one. And then
So
you
do
have also guys that have the money, but then they are not. They
what type
don't
of
want to spend it.
but what type of woman do you want? You have like the Barbies, right? That
Yes,
spend 2
high
hours in front of the
maintenance,
mirror every single
high
day.
maintenance. Yeah.
And you have like some natural beauties, girl next door. They can put on makeup. So it's not like it's all, I mean, it depends on what your type is.
That is true.
But I'll tell you one thing here. What would be your let's say you're a dream car, a car that you would like to buy, or a truck, I don't know what.
Mm. Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you, yeah.
As in, by the way, which tax bracket are we talking about right here?
Whatever. Just a car. Like whatever
A
tax
dream
bracket.
car.
Or not a
Well-
dream car, but a car like, because I'm not a car guy, but maybe you have like a car that you would want, or a truck.
Well, I've always been, since a kid, I've always been a Range Rover type of guy. So I like Range Rovers a lot.
Okay, so there's a Range Rover for sale. Okay,
Mhm.
you go and check it out. It's a second-hand Range Rover.
Oh no.
No, but it's a nice car. It's a Range Rover. And then you want a second-hand Range Rover. Good price, good deal.
Definitely.
And
It's
then,
all good. It's
and
perfect.
then you ask the owner or the seller, how much do you spend? No. How often do you have to take the car to the garage? And the seller concludes that the reason why you're asking it is because you don't have the time or the money to pay for maintenance. You're asking whether the car, that's not what you're asking, whether you'll have problems with the car or not. And then imagine a seller saying, "Oh, if you don't have the money to, then don't buy it." It's crazy. You have to be delusional, KR. But anyway, that's it for me.
I can say this. That's why I asked. That's why I said, "Oh no." Yeah, buying a secondhand Range Rover is not always a good idea. But if you don't
Doesn't
have the
matter.
money, it's if you don't have the money to pay for the maintenance. Hey, but at the end of the day, you gotta pay for the maintenance, whether it's low or it's. The question is, they're not trying to strip you off of the maintenance. That's the crazy thing about this situation. I think, like you said, it's a bit delusional talk. And at the end of the day,
What color would you like your Range Rover to be?
black,
Black Range Rover.
stealth,
Oh, those are nice.
black.
Those are dope. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
I like those colors. But I have a question.
What's the question? Snow bunnies, snow bunny cars, never. Is that the question?
No. So you want
Oh.
like a black Range Rover. How often do you think you would have to spray paint your Range Rover for it to maintain that color?
Oh, that's a better comparison. Yes.
Imagine if you have to do it every day.
Yeah. Yo, RJ, you hit it. This I do agree. It's on the head. You nailed it with this one. The other one was a bit. I was like, I don't know about this. But the painting comparison, that's perfect.
And then
Yeah,
and then
you don't
the
want to
seller,
do that every day.
yeah. And then
Damn,
you want to
this
wake
is
up
a
and
lawyer,
see it
guys.
black.
Guys, wait a second. This is a lawyer. He came back with he came back with a vengeance. The first one was like, I don't know, but he spent the block and came with a perfect one. Yes,
Yeah.
I do agree. You don't want to paint your car, whether it's black or whatever. You don't want to paint it every day.
You just want to know, is this a black car? Yes or no? Hey, that's it. Hey, that's it for me, man.
That's fire in the booth, my guy. That's fire in the booth, my guy.
W's in the shot.
All right.
Guys,
All right.
let us know in the comments what you think. Are you the one who would spray paint your car every day?
Well,
Are you paying for painting your car every day? Let us know in the comments what you think. Do you think that Houston police officers are trolling that other guy? And of course, can you handle a hot girl to be exact? Because one of the things as well, people always say people want always the hottest girls, but the question is, can you handle guys always sliding in her DMs? Well, that's one thing always people forget about having a hot girl. Is that everyone wants to get with the hot girl.
everyone.
Sometimes even your friends might sneak you,
Yeah.
snake you. Let us know
Yeah.
in the comments what you think. And of course, we will be picking one of the most interesting comments to feature in one of our future videos. Make sure you share your hottest take. RJ.
Yes. I'm gonna close today's show. I'll say this as well when I'm closing today's show. Some dudes will say, that's not true. I can spray paint it every day. But that's
That's another spray paint.
thanks for tuning in, guys. Whatever
And
thoughts are, let us know in the comment section
Latinos
down
will
below.
say, that's the spray paint de leche.
Thanks for tuning in. Whatever.
Let's close out. Let's close.
Whatever your
Let's
thoughts are,
close. This
let
is
us know.
crazy.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see each other on the next one. Until next time. Deuces.
Peace.